So like these are okay, so the one on the left, that was my first wallet that I was using for the decoder bot. And kind of just to kind of explain how this chart looks. Um in September, like I was saying, that's when Ronan showed me, and I stopped using it because the bot wasn't it really it me, Ronan, and like someone and a couple other guys, we saw the vision for what this bot could be, but it just literally was not there. And they sold, but I just ended up forgetting to sell. So I held on until Thanksgiving. And then I think that's when you see Thanksgiving. I got back in and I got absolutely rugged. That's when you see that dip and it went below zero. And then I found the right settings with Helium. He's actually on the team now. And Then it's just been like kind of up only. I started with 2 soul, and I think by December it was around 5 soul, and then like December was just a great month, and then January. I mean, all of us here knows like what happened what happened with that. The setting on the one on the right is you see that like big increase from 30 to 90 soul profit. Um that was because of Melania. I think I force pulled Melania and it was just like super profitable. Otherwise I was just running my settings. I think this is my settings, I think. Um and then like going back to the left chart, this is this chart isn't this chart isn't representative of one setting because like I was saying, multi-pools came out like earlier this month, and then like I was testing out different settings throughout the past week. So like this is like a combination of multiple settings. On the one on the right is the one on the right was mostly my own settings. Let's see some other stuff. Let's see some other wallets. All right, so this is another wallet. Okay, wait. So to go back, that was 2 soul, and
Just to
how much it
interject,
is right now.
um, your screen isn't moving. The screen you're sharing, it's not moving.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sharing anymore. Um, I'm just like talking from let me see. I could share. I'm talking from Discord though. Yeah, so basically, I guess that's better. Uh yeah, let me just re-explain this again. So basically I discovered decoders back in September. It wasn't there. It was just not profitable. So I just stopped using it. But I didn't sell the NFT because I thought it could do something. And then I came back in November, and then it realized it actually could. It actually had a lot of it could do something. So um, just kept just talking with different people in the Discord, figuring out like what's the best settings. And then really around December 7th was when it kicked off, and then I found the right settings, found the right what I liked, um, and it just kept going from there. Started with 2 soul. Around here was 5 soul, and then it just kept going up. Um, so skewed by multiples towards the end, um, because you can see that sharp parabolic rise. It's just because of multiples going faster. But of course, like with the market, it's just you know, if the market's hot, then this is gonna go up higher. If it's stagnant like it is right now, there's just not plays to make, no profit to make. If anything, you might lose play. Um, and then this graph right here is I think this was one of my manual DLM wallets that I ended up using for decoder as well. I was using my own settings here, which is kind of where I was talking about before with that December 7th mark. Around there is when I started using my own settings. This was around, I think this is wallet is 5 Sol. The rest of the wallets I'm going to show is 10 Sol. Um, and yeah, and then this is right here. This I was doing force pull for Melania. Um, and let me also say this too. I'm only showing settings just to, or I'm only showing this to show you, like, like, um with time, like, it's the whole point of this isn't, you actually shouldn't be looking at the number. Like, you see that there's like 90 Sol profit here and all that, but you really should be thinking about like the ROI is and thinking about if that makes most sense for you, not this number. Who cares if I have 1,000 Sol profit or 2 Sol profit? I think the average APY that I think you can expect from decoders when the market is good, I would say it could like, um week it's about 30%. On a good week it's about 100% weekly. And then, as you're compounding it, it just keeps going up from there. um it's the right math. I would have to double check, but that's kind of, if you kind of like, if someone else could do the math and kind of figure out what that APY is like, that's what makes sense. um what else? Yeah, this is all taking really long to load. um all right. And I'm also gonna delete. I'm also gonna delete this because, like, I don't like I don't like that. I don't like that. Um, the blob of text is the settings, right? Um, yeah, I guess so. You could re-ask the question. Do you turn it off when there's a crazy event like the Trump thing? No, I keep it on. Um, I think, like, even with the Trump thing, well, Trump is something that I probably should have turned it off because it ended up nuking the market, and it was pretty ugly. But I didn't end up losing that much money because, like, the dips were so volatile that the fees ended up printing. But in hindsight, like, if I can anticipate another Trump event, I would 100% turn it off because I don't want to go through the anxiety of like seeing your bags dip 80% and just pumping back up. And what point do you decide if the settings that you're using will not work more? I usually give settings a week because with DLM is like, I mean, I don't know, for my personal experience, I think you need to, you can't just make your mind, if it's not spot two-sided degen plays, then I don't think you can make your mind up about settings based off 1 or 2 days or even a week. And even then, like, you need to also be cognizant of what the current market environment is and the current market conditions. Because if the current market conditions, everything's dumping, going down 90%, tokens are pumping to 10 million and going down to less than 500K within minutes, and you should 100%, like, that's not like representative of what a strategy can do in a good market. But if you want like a strategy that is like holistic and can adjust for all markets, and that's the one you should be kind of adjusting yourself for. You can kind of tell which ones are which strategies solely based off the token age and the market cap, the minimum market cap. Um, so yeah, that's my rule of thumb. I usually give it, if it's a degen strat, I give it a day or two. If it's medium risk, medium risk or safe, I give it like a week. I'm super focused on number only. I only see the number. This guy's crazy. Um, I like 100, so more than two. I'll get into this with sky high expectations. I've averaged 15% to 30% weekly. Yeah, I can do the settings, but it's also in the Discord too. I can send the settings here. Yep. And yeah, that's basically about it with decoders. Uh again, I really showed that first graph though. from the one from September, because like I literally was down -5 Sol at one point, and um that was like my entire bag in that wallet. So like I was down so much on decoders so many times for like months until it became really profitable for me. So that's the reason why I showed those like those big P&L wallets. Um and then the smaller P&L wallets are still loading, so I would have showed it. But um I think I think basically most of them have 2 or 3x from their size. So I have like other wallets that I've done 10 Sol with just to test my own settings, and someone else, and Nezuko's settings, the other person who I said I use. And yeah, those all have like 2x or 3x the port from there. So like again, if you're interested in I only show those that as like proof, as like, decoders, works. It does its job, and the team is working really hard. I'm not getting paid to show this. This is a Friday afternoon for me, so like, you know, I have zero benefit from doing this. But I really just do believe in the team. I believe in what they're doing, and I also believe in the results that it's given me, because it's been able to allow me to invest in different things that I want to invest in. Um, so that's really about it. Um, and I'll share I'll share my settings. Share a link to my settings. I think I need to actually repost. I'm gonna repost it actually. I'm gonna repost it for you, Emilio. And yeah, I don't know if anyone else has any questions about decoders, um, how it works, different things like that. Any drawbacks that I see. Um, yeah, I think in summation, you know, if you're looking for something, like basically the whole thing about these two sessions is, this is different strategies to do for passive income, somewhat passive income. Decoders is definitely more passive than and DeFi Tuna, but these are two different strategies that you can think about and add to your tool belts if you're interested. DeFi Tuna is obviously free. Decoders, you need to put in you need to put in an investment to to use. I could talk to the professor, see what we could do to get something done here if people are interested. But if not, something to keep in mind if you ever want to try it out in the future. Um, I would say again, if you do decide to go in, you should be if this is right for you, you should be using at least 5 Sol. If you use 5 Sol and you just come back to it in a week, you'll probably be happy. And come back to it in a month, you'll probably be happy. But if you're looking for something quicker, if you're looking for gains quicker than a month, then this isn't the right strategy for you. I think you should be doing manual DLMs or just manually trading meme coins. You shouldn't be thinking about doing decoders, because the investment cost is kind of, you know, it might not make no sense for some other people. Um, so yeah, I think that's about it. I'm here. If you guys have any questions, you can tag me. Whatever. Um, how do you force pool? I can show that real fast. I think I just share my screen. All right. All right. So let's say, for example, I want to get into the 20 soul bin set pool. You'd basically copy and paste this address. Like, let's say I really like this pool. I don't know how you guys normally look at, what your criteria is for when you're trying to find pools, but I guess me personally, I'm looking at Like, it depends on how quick I wanna get in, if it's like it's a long-term play or if it's a short-term play.